Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Ogre Battle 64. In the last episode, we did our first difficult training, or rather, saw that some of the training we can undergo can be extremely difficult, as we failed a training over here in Cranial Canyon and witnessed another very difficult one here while we were there too. This is a small hint as to the types of armies we'll be fighting in the future, and they are far from the toughest also. There are much more difficult armies that we'll be facing going forward. We better be able to assemble armies of our own to deal with them. We explored Cranial Canyon, and we picked up, I believe, 2 Hawkmen and a Wyvern while we were there. We then undertook the mission to escort Prince Yumel and his entourage to the castle on the outskirts of Wentinus, and did so successfully, eliminating the revolutionary army who was there, and we're looking forward to trying to kill him. It was our first escort mission as well, so we got a chance to see how that works. We picked up another character while we were there as well, a phalanx called Troy, who is weak physical damage, but very strong physical defense. And we'll get him added to an army at some point in the future. And then we read about all the different, I think we read about the different items at the end of that episode that we have picked up so far. Now before we go any further, I need to apologize once again for the ending of that video. I discovered that the audio had issues in it when I came back to record more of this part. I am re-recording the beginning of this part. You might have seen when I reloaded into the mission that we loaded at this point, 9 hours 51 minutes in, but there was another save slot. The other one was like 10 hours 33 minutes in, because I did a bunch of training. But the audio was messed up there, and so this morning when I went to check the audio on the video, I noticed it was bad, went and checked videos 4, and oh, I noticed at that point that, oh crap, this video also has the problem in it. It's the second half of the video, and I don't have a way to reshoot that part. I had already overwritten all of my save states and the save game files. So at that point, I'm dead in the water when it comes to fixing it. Or, I'm sorry, I'm not. There's a handful of things I could do, and I decided to lower the volume. From now on, I will make sure that my episodes have a different save state ready to go in case I need to reshoot an episode. And I also won't record more than like 2 episodes in advance. So I should be able to fix it if I encounter this problem again. But I apologize, everyone. That was very unprofessional. Should have checked all of it after I was done with recording. I didn't. I'm sorry. In any case, we get to redo a handful of things. And this kind of works out for us. Because I've got 2 more people who want to be added to the army. And we can get them added in right now. First, let me put a quick cut here. Okay, so, first things first, we're going to go ahead and replenish all the soldiers we have in our battalions, our squadrons. And everyone, just a heads up, from now on, I'm going to use different terminology for what we see here. Because I keep using the term units interchangeably to mean a squad of characters. And so, I'm going to call every group of soldiers we have a squadron or a battalion, and the individual characters in here will be units. And I won't have like a different term for soldiers versus fighters or Amazons or versus higher tier. They're all units to me from now on. I played lots of miniature games, and this is the way I think and the terminology I use when I play those. So, well, it's just going to be easier for me going forward to try to use the game's terminology for these things. So, with the soldiers now replenished, I want to take a quick peek and see, do we have any gear that we don't have equipped that might be useful? And I don't think we do. We do have another great bow. And we have an arc wand. We should probably get those attached to people. We have boulder armor also. Okay, so let's equip those things. So, We can probably give Dio the boulder armor if he doesn't mind having it. He gains 1 magic defense and some more intelligence. No. It should probably be the Magnus that gets it. Oh, Magnus can't wear it. Breastplate or plate mail for him. Okay. How about you, Leah? Can you wear it? Probably not. No, you're the same as Magnus. Well then, Dio. Congratulations on your boulder armor. We only have 1 unit at this moment that can actually use the Arc Wand, and that would be Patrice Belduc. Let's give this to her. And I think all of my squadrons have all of the items I want them to possess, with the possible exception of a heal seed. So let's give it to you. Oops, I'm in the wrong screen. Oh, we have another heal seed as well, I see. We should give that to someone. Ultra, we'll give it to your group. Okay, next. We should rename people. We have now 2 folks who would like to be Hawkmen in our army, and it just so happens at the end of the last video, we picked... at the beginning of the last video, we picked up 2 Hawkmen. So we have Remy and Professor Panther Hardrad, who want to be in this army. And we'll start with Remy, who just wants to be Remy. Welcome aboard, sir. The army is pleased to have you enlist. You will be added to a squadron and see combat hopefully in this episode. Remy, since you didn't tell me what type of Hawkman you want, I'm going to guess you wouldn't mind being either a Raven or a Vulcan. So we'll wait and see what your alignment ends up being as we go forward. Since you're in this group, you are looking to gain morale, or at least I'm hoping to have that happen. So you'll end up as a Vulcan if that's the case. And Professor Panther Hardrad, you want your Hawkman to be called Lerman. Let's go ahead and do that. And you would like him to be a Raven. You would like him to be a Raven. So we're going to have to try to get his morale down. Lerman, not Lawman. Okay, cool. Welcome to the army, Lerman. We are pleased to see you enlist. You will hopefully see combat in this episode. Actually, both of you absolutely will, because I intend to do a battle with Dismas and move you over there, Remy. Okay, so let's begin getting ready for training. And we're going to try some of the training that's in this location, even if it proves to be a bit too difficult for us, which I know there's a good chance it will be. You know what? I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna... Okay. All right, hold on. All right. Oh, wait. All right, let me put a break here. All right, that way if I mess this part up, I can easily just reload. So, I am reshooting this part because the audio here was originally way too loud. And now my audio should be acceptable, back to what it was for the first 3 videos in their entirety in this playlist. So I know what is in this area for training, and I know, even the first time I saw these armies, I knew that they are deceptively strong, despite not being fully fleshed out with units, and we aren't fielding higher tier units in all our armies, right? We're still using fighters and Amazons, which means we are a little worse for wear than we normally would be. I still think we're going to do 1 to 3 missions here, but then we may leave this area and go to an easier location to try to get some experience at. I think we will try the first battle here, although it is the toughest of the battles if I recall correctly. So we're going to have Penelope lead the effort here in this battle. The reason for Penelope... Oops, I'm doing all sorts of wrong button presses. Let's see. So first off, we're going to exchange characters. The reason for Penelope to do this... is that she herself is level 4, and her units are level 4 and level 3. So she and her army could really use some experience points. We're going to move Remy over here as well. Then we go back to Penelope's group. And Remy, you have the most hit points, so you're going to stay in the center, even though this might be a giant mistake. And we'll see how well we do. I already know the group we're going to fight is extraordinarily difficult for us to defeat with our army, even, once again, although they're not the strongest. I'll explain why when we do it. Let's go ahead and put a save here, and let's do this. Alright, Penelope, good luck. You're going to need it. 128 Goth for training? That's not so bad. Our goal is to grow in both mind and body. It's against our will to fight, but if it promotes growth, we accept our challenge. Remember, everyone, as well, that this video is segmented, so if you don't care to watch the training, but want to get to the area investigation next, you can do that by selecting this proper spot on the slider. If you don't care about that either, you can adjust the slider again, and you'll be taken to the mission. I do intend to do a mission per video. Some of these videos may end up being, like, close to 5 hours long. I don't think you guys will mind overly much. Or maybe you guys will. So we can talk about that a little later. This army is deceptively difficult. Hold on, let me bring up the battle strategy really quick. Yep. This army is deceptively strong because of the fairy. Fairies are a little tricky to hit, and when we damage a unit, whatever is the most damaged unit, she will kiss it, which will give it a buff. It'll heal it a tiny, tiny bit, but then the unit gets stronger. All of its stats go up, which makes it harder to hit, harder to damage, and it will inflict more damage. If she casts it, for example, on the cleric in the back, it'll be harder to hit her, harder to damage her, and she will heal more damage when she heals. We don't want to attack strongest. We'll set ourselves to attack leader. Attack strongest, by the way, in training is not a good choice at all. There is no reason for attrition in this battle. You're not going to earn any soldier points, for example. Yeah, hard to hit her. And what doesn't help Remy is that he's also only level 3. If she was to kiss the wyvern, that would be extraordinarily bad for us. Okay, and she did. The wyvern will now be harder to hit. And the wyvern is itself kind of dodgy with a good dex. So these two enemies are going to be these two enemies are going to be difficult for us to defeat. I think we're going to lose Remy, at least Remy, in this battle. And now the fairy is harder to hit. Well, that was kind of good, but we're going to lose both our Valkyrie and our Hawkmen this round if we can't kill this wyvern before it attacks twice. Okay. Remy, I'm sorry. The army did win, though, which is good. Because Remy fell, he's earned no experience points for that battle, so he is still at level 3. Before we do another one now, we should double check to see if any of these characters in this army can change their class in order to make this army a little more resilient. Fett cannot. There is nothing he can be. You can see, by the way, how far away he is from getting any of the, from being this. You can see the alignment up top. See that? I can't show you. It's currently above the fighter. And you can see what position it currently is in, while the yellow bar represents the range it needs to fall into. To be a knight, we can't be 100% lawful. We have to be almost 100% lawful, and we have to kind of stay away from the chaotic alignment. Fighter can be everything except extreme lawful. See, I wonder if that's a bug, and it's actually supposed to be all the way over there, because I think you're allowed to be that. You can also see what stats he's missing. He needs more strength and vitality if we want him to be a berserker. He needs more strength and dex if we want him to be a fencer. When a unit promotes from a soldier to a fighter or Amazon, they get a random allotment of stats within a certain ranges, so he needs a little more work. Eventually, though, the fighter can become any class with enough dedication. How about our Amazons? Nope. Lisa can almost be a cleric. She needs one more level in order to gain more intelligence. And I doubt Magda can level up into anything. Yeah, she's level 4, so she's further away. Alright, well, we can try using Penelope again. Let's see. Oh, do we do that? Maybe we don't do that. We just move Remy out to move him to a different army. I think we'll do that instead. Let's go ahead and exchange units. And we'll have Dio try next. Now, what I'm doing here is pretty obvious, right? I'm moving units around. What's not so obvious, however, is that whenever I do this, the squadron that both squadrons, in this case, well, in every case, the squadron that you move units into or move them out of, I believe reset their unity. I think it's called unity. It might be called morale. In any case, what this means is that they will not fight as cohesively as they would otherwise do. It means that if you're looking to have your mages cast spells simultaneously at a single target, or your clerics cast a heal spell simultaneously to heal a unit, they have to start over again, which means more time spent fighting together in missions, area exploration, or in training. Oh, no, don't do that yet, Tim. That Amazon is not in a good spot. You know, we should actually probably move her here. And actually, as long as I'm here, I might as well remember to change the battle strategy back. You know, we'll leave you as... we'll put you to autonomous. Okay, and now Dio will train. Actually, before we do that, who's the strongest character here? The most hit points, I mean. Dio, you're in the center. Okay, Dio. Good luck. $170 Goth. More expensive this time. Hi there. Oh, so you're on your way back from a battle? Aren't you tired? Oh, if that's what you want. This group is not as difficult, but the gremlin will be annoying. In the second position, the gremlin has a kiss, which or a debuff. It applies to us, not its friends. I think I prefer that way. I've always felt that the debuff is a bit stronger, the way it affects a single target. But our army, it's spread out amongst our army, for example. So in other words, a buff on a single target on their side can make that target, as the battle goes on, as it's buffed more and more, extremely difficult for us to defeat. Oh, it does it twice from the second row. Good. We've killed the only unit on that side of the battlefield that will attack twice. We might still lose... Okay, we might still lose Dio. What makes Imps and Fairies difficult here is that in training in particular, those debuffs last for the entire combat. As you can see, we're not hitting this gremlin very easily either. Gremlins, like fairies, and actually like most flying creatures, are rather tricky to hit. I think Griffins and Hawkmen type units are a bit different in that regard. They block more frequently than dodge. Good job, Dio. We could probably do another battle with him, actually, here. I'm going to move Remy. Assuming I remember to hit the right button. I also kind of wish that the game didn't have those secondary pop-ups that basically verify what you're doing. I know what to do. You don't need to keep popping this up to me, but I can't change it, unfortunately. Level 4. Yeah, we're going to have Dio do another battle with these two in his army. Although, we should, since we did gain some levels on these two fighters, see if they can promote to another class. This guy cannot. He needs more stats. Quite a few of them, actually. Droid also can't level to anything. He also needs more stats. Alright, Dio. Let's save the save state and do another battle. I'm happy that you stopped by to train, but do you believe that strength is everything? Dio's army does. If so, then don't expect to progress any further. The Wyvern in the back rank, I'm glad to see that, because he only gets one attack back there, as opposed to 2 in the front ranks. And we should, because we're set to attack weakest, focus on that mage. Yep. And we should kill him this round, too, if both my other units... Oh, one of my other units attacks him. Good. Now, remember as well, there is no alignment adjustments in training. To my knowledge, like, none ever. It doesn't matter what your unit formation is, it doesn't matter what battle strategies you possess. It doesn't adjust. This is just a way to get experience points. And, I guess, build unity for your army as well. On that note, there's probably no reason for you to use attack strongest here. There's no, like, attrition that you need to worry about utilizing to weaken an entire enemy force. Good job, guys. Droid and Tyler, and Dio, they all leveled up a bit. Remy, you're now level 4. Magda is now level 5. Let's see. You know, all my other squadrons have units in them. Oh, except for this one. Okay, so let's have Remy go back here. No, Remy needs to level again. Okay, we'll just, who's next then on the training block? Actually, we could use Bumba. He's level 5. Jane's level 4. Okay, yeah, let's do this. And Bumba will need another unit in his army. So who else did I remove? No one. Okay. So then I see another fighter over here as part of Fordham's group. So why don't we go ahead and exchange characters? Taki's level 4, Indy's level 3. Indy can use experience more than Taki could, although Taki will make this army fight a bit better. I think we'll do this. That's probably a mistake, Tim. The enemy armies are fighting here are rather difficult. If you want to add Indy to a group, you should do that. You should go to a different location and fight there, not here. Wait. No, Tim, no, you can do this. So, sorry about this, everyone. Second thoughts. We don't have to have the Valkyrie up front. We can do this. Alright, guys, good luck to you. This is not an easy area to do battles in. And this is Bumba. Good luck, Bumba. 170, it's going to be another difficult battle. Oh, okay, nope, it's the same battle we just had. Or, I'm sorry, it's a different battle. We didn't just have this one. But we should be able to win this fight. We have 2 tiered up units here, the Valkyrie and the Knight. So this should be a bit easier for us to do. Oh, and you guys are using attack strongest. There's no reason to do that here. So I'll swap us to autonomous. The longer this battle goes on, the more debuffs that imp will put on us. Feels like there's still... But, so, autonomous is do whatever you think is best. Which is a bit of an odd one to actually use. I mostly will select that when I just want to be entertained by the battle, and I am willing to risk someone dying. It's mostly done because of the lulz as it is, or just the fun of how fun it is to hope your units decide to do the right thing. It is much better, however, to choose a different battle strategy. Okay, and we have won, I think, as long as we don't get another, like, 20 of these debuffs put on us. Good job, guys. Quite a bit of experience. They should do it again, honestly. They should do it again. So we'll do that with them. Can put another save and area and training. Yep, with Bumba. I'm willing to do 2 more trainings here, I think, everyone. We'll go down to about 2,500 Goth, and we'll be done then. Okay, this is a tough group. There's 4 leveled up units. We are not winning this battle without losses. So, most of them will also be getting 2 attacks, which is going to make this rough. We should probably attack leader to eliminate one of them from the battlefield. They're also using those... So, another good thing about this game that I really like is that you can see their equipment when it comes to at least their weapons. And I can tell that the enemy Valkyries are using a spear which is not the normal spear. At least that one on their left-hand side is. On our left-hand side is. So I wouldn't mind eliminating her. So we'll say attack leader. 3 of our units will attack her. I think they're set to attack weakest based on who they attacked last round. That crit is good because of the damage, but now, if we don't kill her this round, next round she'll get 2 attacks. Okay. Good job, guys. With that done, our battle strategy is now going back to autonomous. Which is what actually I think happens after the leader is defeated. I actually don't think we'll lose a unit unless that fighter is attacked multiple times by their knight in the front rank. Ooh! Big crit there from their side. Never mind, we could lose either Remy or that fighter. It's one of the good news, good strategies about putting a unit directly behind one in the front rank is that if they are crit, they don't end up being pushed back. Ooh. We could lose that fighter this round if the Knight and the Valkyrie both attack him. Excellent work, guys. Indy reached level 4, Remy's level 5, Magda's almost level 6, Janine leveled to level 5. Okay. We could do another battle with you to get this fighter leveled up, but I think we'll move units again. Who else could use some experience points? So many of our squads could use another battle here. I should... Oh, man. No, should is going to be too strong a word here for this. It'd be very nice if I could afford another 1,500 goth here. Spend almost all our war chest just leveling. But we'll... like, every unit try to make them reach level 5 or level 6. But we won't do that. Ultra, let's have you try some of this. You have 97 hit points. Ultra has 102. But I think you have better defense, so I think we leave you in the center. We have, I think, 2,800 or so goth left. We do. It's enough for 2 more trainings, and we're going to do that. So Ultra, 160 for you. Oh, okay. So we attack leader again and hope we can kill that healer quickly. There are 4 enemy groups that you will fight in an area. So now we've seen what all of them consist of here. The good news is that Ultra... Oh, very nice crit. Ultra does some decent damage, him being a berserker. So we should kill her before this round ends, unless she gets another heal off first. Good. Very good. Now we'll put you back. We'll leave you as attack weakest. The idea being that we want your alignment to go down. Oh, hey! Alright, we've pushed the fairy into the back. So now she'll use a different type of attack. Yeah, magic missile. It does weak holy damage. Holy damage is a... Oh, holy crap! Holy damage is a is a way for you to permanently get rid of undead. We haven't seen undead yet, but when you defeat undead and you don't use do holy damage, they will resurrect. They will not resurrect. They will stand back up again and recover all their hit points at the end of a battle. That went really well, guys. Magda's, are you level 6, Magda? You were level 3 when we started this, I think. Well done. And Remy's a level 5. Okay, so we're done leveling you guys. Oh, Deacon was a level 3 guy. Now he's level 4. Okay, let's see. So let's now exchange characters. And we'll go back over to you, Fordham. And you can have Remy, I guess, in your army. There should probably be another soldier. Taki. Or Taki. Do I want to level Ultra again? We can do that. Put Scott over here. Take Magda out. Yeah, sure. Let's do another battle with this group. The last one for this episode. Then we'll do some soldier shifting and be good to go. Let me just double check again. I want to make sure Ultra's set in the right positions. I think he'll... Yep, he is. Okay. Training time. With you, Ultra. Yep, 170 Goth. And this is the last one we do. And we fought this group before. This is... I feel like this is the easiest of the group. Is that right? The Wyvern group might be a little easier than this one when the Wyvern's in the very back rank. This one, though, is also not too difficult. Attack weakness is fine. Yeah, the archers will go after that... Oh, I'm about to say the gremlin, but they decide to attack a different target. So, there is no guarantee that your army will always decide to do what your battle strategy is. Like right there, for example, that one fighter decided to attack the Hawkman and not the leader, even though the weaker is weaker. I don't know why it does it. I think it might be based on unity. Or there might just always be some sort of RNG associated with who they decide to target. It does make things spicy. It also means you'll hear me cursing and swearing when we've attacked weakest and our army refuses to kill something. I think we're winning this battle without too much trouble. Assuming we'll get crit multiple times. Panji, by the way, you were mentioning a different graphics plugin for this game. I attempted to use Angry Lion, but when it runs, I get a bunch of warnings and errors that show up. I am not so comfortable running it at this moment, so I need to do a little more research into using it. So at the moment, I'm still using one of the base graphics plugins that came with my Project 64 emulator here. But I will still attempt to use it in the future if I'm able to. Okay, I guess we're done now with training. And I can see... Yeah, we have other level 3, lower level characters. I guess it'll be okay, Magnus. We're going to do the area exploration, so hopefully we can do it, maybe win some battles there as well. Okay, so let's do some character exchanges. Do I want that? We're going to need at least one more army created at some point in the future, so we probably should, like, we're going to need more soldiers in our forces. But I also I don't want to spread the experience out over too many at this point. I feel like 10 at this moment is enough. So We'll move Scott here. And Ultra will give you some soldiers. By the end of Chapter 2, we will begin fading soldiers out of our army. And by the end of Chapter 3, we will be done with soldiers. By the middle of Chapter 3, if not very early on in it, we will be done using soldiers altogether. And I think there's 4 chapters in this game, and they get longer as we go forward. I want to say this chapter is like 10 total, but mission 10 is the last mission in this chapter, I think. We have Troy. Troy is a level 6 character. What's your alignment, Troy? Neutral. We can put him wherever we like. Troy may end up leading an army, I guess, in the end. Let's add him to your army dismiss at this moment. Okay, and really quick, I want to list my classes. Oh, this fighter can become a knight. There's no reason why we shouldn't do it, unless we want him to be a different class. Can we? Oh, he'd also be a berserker. Can also be a fencer. Can be a beast tamer. Cannot be a ninja. Okay, so this I would need to spend time looking at the stat growths for all these classes to determine what class I want him to be. But note, we still can't make anyone a wizard yet. We don't have anyone who has the stat line and or the alignment to do that at this moment. How much equipment do we have to buy for this class? Hold on. Let's go to... Nope. Wrong thing. Class change. We have to buy all the gear, so I don't want to do that. Just a Francesca. We have all the gear for the fencer. So, in the name of saving Goth, you are a fencer. I guess you can stay in the center at the moment. Okay, let's go back to classes. That fighter can't change into anything. That fighter can change to a beast tamer, or a fencer, or a berserker, or a knight. Okay, there's no reason not to change them over to something other than stat growth. I can't remember what the soldiers gain, but I do think we want to make this change. So I'm going to make this one a berserker. We only need a Francesca here. We need nothing if I want to make him a beast tamer. So maybe we do that. But we don't have a beast in this army. You know what? Let's make him a beast tamer. And we'll exchange him over here. We'll do this. We then change the formation, and we make sure that Troy is in the center there. And dismiss, you have better armor, so you go in the center there. The Beast Tamer will improve the Griffin's combat stats, because the Griffin is a beast. Okay, let's keep looking to see if anyone else can be changed. Nope, not here. Oh! Oh my god, we can take an archer or a dragon tamer. Or a cleric. Okay, hold on. Some of our girls leveled. Did she level? I don't think... No, she did not gain anything. That Amazon did not gain anything. This Amazon can become a cleric. I'm going to leave her as an Amazon... I'm sorry, Valkyrie. I'm going to leave her as a Valkyrie at the moment. She can become a cleric. We don't have any clerics. It might be useful to have a cleric here, but this group also... I want this group to kind of remain neutral. So, to level up a cleric to a priest, it's going to require some amount of lawful alignment, which we're not really aiming this army to get it. We'll leave her as an Amazon at this moment. Okay, we already know they can't change into anything. These fighters cannot change. This fighter cannot change. This Amazon cannot change. The fighters here cannot change. Okay, the leader could become a cleric. But that's it, so I'm not interested in that. This Amazon can become a archer. Let's go ahead and make her one. I think we have the gear for this. We do! Which means we can now also rename her. Because Crusader Cassandra wants an archer in this game. So let's do it. Cassandra. I'm glad to have the chance to redo this. Things were a little different in the other save slot. I actually was able to unlock a mage, but it had to be an existing unit leader. I think it was Bruno had to be the mage, and I wasn't going to do that. So I'm glad to see one of our Amazons leveled to someone different. And Cassandra, let's look at where you are best situated. So your attack goes down in the back rank, and here you do the most damage. So we'll leave you in the center. The other Amazon did not change to anything. And lastly, over here... Okay, that's it. All right, finally done with army organization and the training. So everyone, I'm going to put a break here, and I'll be back to do the area investigation in Mylesia. Give me a few seconds. Alright everyone, let's go ahead now and explore Mylesia. Oh, or I'll hit organization screen by accident. Yep, that works too. That doesn't work at all. Here we go. Not training. Area investigation, please. Please click the right button. Yes, this is what you want to do. Alright everyone, by now you guys know the drill. We go ahead and dispatch all our units, and we visit Hugo to see what creatures are in this area, as that will hint as to the areas I want to be exploring to find those things. And then we try to locate any items we missed in this area earlier, while looking to gain some experience or potentially other troops. I seem to remember in this particular map that I tended to right away run into a fairy or hawkman upon having my armies leave this area. Bumba, let's have you enter the stronghold and talk to Hugo. The townspeople have informed us that fairies, gremlins, and worms, they're worms, not wyverns, inhabit this area. There's also a rumor that massless golems wander the area. Okay, worms can be found in barrens or mountains. Fairies and hawkmen and gremlins, I think, are found in forests, as might fairies be. Hawkmen and fairies are found on roads. Oh, that was the wrong button. Yes! Hello, Hugo. Just wanted to hear you say it again, because you did such a good job the first time. Lots of misclicks, everyone. Lots of misclicks. Don't do that again, Tim, please. Okay, so we want to, as usual, visit all the strongholds in order to see what could be in them. Magnus. We want to learn any rumors, assuming that there are any to listen to. Oops, that's not Magnus. You don't want Magnus. You also don't want Bumba. You want Fordham. Fordham will have you venture out here. Just in case there's something at that little spot, you'll get into this little alcove as well. And then up the mountain you go. Then, Dio, I guess we'll have you march to this stronghold, however you like. We'll have Miss Belduke go into the woods and up that part of the mountain. See what she finds. Leia, you'll head up to this city. Ultra, let's move you across the bridge. And then begin heading in this direction. Remember, we want to search every possible location for things. Items. They're hidden, like there's probably one here, for example. So we're going to want to go there. Let's send you out to that spot, Bruno. Penelope, I guess you'll head down here too. Dismiss. There's no reason for us to worry about our headquarters. It will not be able to come under attack in this game. So, in this mission. Alright, everyone's out. Good luck, guys. A wild hawkman. What should we do? We could use a third hawkman, but we have two hawkmen and a griffin. If we find a fairy or a gremlin, that would go well for some miscellaneous support for that group. So I think Ultra will try killing this hawkman instead of trying to convince him to join us. Now, the enemy doesn't have to stick around and fight. It could have retreated right then, and it probably should have. I don't like seeing alignment up, but it'll do. No one else got any alignment shifts, so that's acceptable. Wait, there's something here. A bandana. So, that group, now that I think about it, Ultra's group, we're going to need to shift people out of it eventually. Ultra wants to be a chaotic unit. He's a berserker. If we want to make him eventually into a Black Knight, which is one of the tougher classes to get because of the items required for it, then the rest of that army needs to maintain neutrality, or at least Cassandra does. Archers can't be heavily chaotic or lawful if you want to raise them to Diana's later on. God, I hope I got that name right. I think I did. Bubba, what's happening here? This looks bad. What will happen to the kingdom? If the Revolutionary Army and Southern Division continue fighting like this, the Lotus Empire will find an excuse to invade Palatinus. Yeah, yes they will. If we can't suppress the Revolutionary Army, Lotus will step in to sort it out themselves. We have a very ineffective leader from what we've learned in the history of the people last time. Well, but we'll just have to rest here for a tiny bit. Alright, Magnus, as for you, let's head into Eidorf. Decades ago, when I was young, the mountains were filled with furious dragons that terrorized us. However, their presence wasn't without benefit. Many dragoons visited to train and to slay the dragons. Our economy flourished. In time, the dragons have become more scarce. The number of dragoons visiting Eidorf also decreased with it. As a result, blacksmiths were forced to cultivate the land, making farm tools and kitchen utensils to make a living. Those who wanted to make weapons left. They're gone. Huh? You want to know where they are? They're rumored to be at Bugany in Gunther Piedmont, and Kenora in Mount Ithaca. We need to write those down! We need to write those down. Sorry, everyone, but I don't want to look up this information on the internet. I want to do it as I used to, because this is an old school game. I'm an old school guy, and I like this. So I'm going to write down Dragoon armor. It can be found in Burgundy at Gunther Piedmont, which we have. I don't think we've found that location yet. And in Kenora near Mount Ithaca. To get, so the Dragoon is a unique class. To create a Dragoon, you must meet, obviously, the stat and you must meet all the requirements of any class. Have the stats, have the equipment, have the alignment. Some classes, though, we can't produce like very many of them because we'll only have one set of gear for it. I think the Dragoon is one such class. We might be able to have one or two of them. I think they're a heavily armored, two-handed weapon frontline fighter that does extra damage when attacking dragons, and I think gets 3 attacks on the front line. A good class to have. They can barely eke out an existence. Heating, shaping, hardening. Artists who wish to make true weapons are all that's left. Are all that are left. Now, we need to remember that, as I've hinted at, we get no notification of an area that might have another, like, tidbit of the quest, or be able to complete a part of the quest. Nothing highlights it. You don't get any exclamation marks. And aside from the events, which might tell you that we had this talk, there's no other way for us to know this. So if we find a city, like Gunther Piedmont, and we don't see it, there's no Burgundy here, and we're not near Mount Ithaca. So, that's it. Alright, Trimus, you're well rested. Let's send you out here. Actually, I guess we can come down in this direction instead. Just get a peek at that and head up the mountain. Bumba! We'll send you out here, and then you'll head up into the Barrens, see if we can find a worm for you to kill. Or get in our army. Worm's a decent unit, as we've seen. Good damage. So, I had to restrict the training, so I guess I'll talk about this really quick. I lost 2 of the training battles. I don't mind losing training battles. I think it adds to the suspense when we lose units or get wiped out. And I was wiped out twice attempting those battles originally. It's difficult to do the battles here because we don't have access to other tier 2 units. Fighters and Amazons make up the majority of our forces at this point, which make it a difficult area for us to, a wild fairy, here! Okay, we want that in our army. They're adorable. Yay! Little fairy! Okay, so we'll get her into an army that has 2 soldiers. She'll be arguably more useful than those soldiers. And eventually get her added to a winged army, so that this way we have an army that flies. Penelope, let's see if there's anything else here. There is not. Okay. I thought there was a second encounter here, like a drunk guy talking about how tough his life was, or having problems with his wife. But I might be thinking of the second part of this quest. I thought it was in the same location. It is not. Alright, so you'll just stay here a little bit and recover some stamina. There's no shop here, right? There's no shop there. Okay. That's probably good enough, Penelope. Let's have you venture to Lehobolith. That's what I'm supposed to do now. Well, Bruno, you're supposed to rest. Let's have you do that. Alright, Dio. You arrived. You're still combat capable. Let's see what's in this stronghold. Prince Humil will become the general of the Latinum army. I tried to judge him for being part of the royal family, but I'm concerned. His leadership will be tested. I wonder how he'll fare. Well, we know that he likes the people and wants to make them all happy, which is going to be probably an impossible task, but maybe he'll be capable of it. The arrest her for a bit. Ultra, you can sleep. Alright, Bumba, you can rest there as well. A wild Hawkman, what should we do? We should kill it. We don't need another Hawkman at this moment, so let's kill it. It'll be difficult for this army to do so unless we crit, though. And that's just one attack it gets, so it's now up to our DPS to do this. No good. I like to think that the Hawkmen weren't, like, we're instantly in a combat against it, so I guess it's attacking us. Actually, no, I guess, well, I mean, we attack each other, but it's weird that we don't instinctively talk to each other. I don't think Hawkmen are at war against humans. But now that I think about it, I actually don't know. Alright, Fordham, let's have you... You were down here last time. I guess we'll have you come back here, down here again. Across the mountains. Hey, I'm here. Tell you what to do next. All right, Leah, you just rest there because you need some stamina. Actually, we shouldn't spend time in the mountains because while Worm is useful, it's easier for us to kill fairies and gremlins or what have you. Miss Belduke. Let's send you up here. Dio, we're still resting a little bit longer. How's our armies? Everyone's okay. Bumba. I don't think there's anything up the mountain, but we're going to go ahead and check it. Leia, oh, this is also where a shop is. Let's go ahead and enter. Troy's mother, I'm pretty sure. Are you from the Southern Division? Would you mind telling my son to come see me? I have something that I need to give him. And what's in the shop? So we'll take one more great bow. We're fine on heal leads. Let's pick up another 2 power fruits. And 2 more quit gates. And I think Troy is in this army. He is not. I am wrong. Okay, so you keep going your direction. Who has him then? It's not you, Bruno. Let's have you go there. We're ready to break camp. Ultra, is it your group? No, it's not. Okay, so then we're gonna have you stop by these little. I don't know what it is. Spots near the river. Yep, that's officially what it's called now. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and have you leave. We'll check that spot out and then go up here. Alright, Magnus, since so what's in your army? I do want to find Troy. The item we get is I think it's like a shield, if I recall correctly. And it's not a shield you can find very often, and we want it. Dismiss, it's you who has Troy in your army, isn't it? No, I don't know who, I don't know who has Troy in his army. Where's Troy? Dio, it's gonna be like the last army I select, isn't it? Fordham, is it you who has him in his army? It's you! Okay, Fordham, so we need to move you up this way then. Dio, there's no reason for you to just wait around. We want to find more battles. That means you need to be moving. I guess we'll send you up here. They'll do rest a bit. Penelope, you can rest a bit. Dismas is still resting. Dio is walking. Alright, everyone, so what should we talk about while we're doing a bunch of this stuff? So, in the episode I recorded last, I guess we'll talk about YouTube stuff first, and then I'll talk about what I tried to talk about last episode. I guess I'm glad to have the opportunity to reshoot, that I deleted that part. So, hey, what do we have here? Witch's dress. So, I decided to delete the area investigation, since most of that was just me chatting. And, well, since I had to lower the volume significantly, I suppose I probably shouldn't have done it. Maybe I should have left it in for anyone who wanted to listen to it. But, man, when I have audio issues and I can't fix them easily or at all, that's so annoying. Especially early on in a playlist, because I feel like that's the worst time to have audio or recording issues. Many people are more interested in the start of a playlist than its end. Hey, look at this! What did you find, Bruno? A robe. So having the first videos, like one of the first 5 videos have issues, oh, that's really rough. Because that's going to turn some people off to the series thinking I'm not professional. And I'm not. Tell you I'm not. This is, you get what you pay for, and this is free. This is free. And so, and I never wanted to be paid for any of this, because if I was to accept money or turn on monetization, man, I would feel obligated to put a lot more work into the videos that I record. I would need like some sort of special introduction video. I'd have to fiddle with more video editing software to make like funny cutscenes of like thumbnails of like my shocked face next to a video, because everyone likes stupid faces on their thumbnails of people reacting to things. So I'd have to do something like that. I'd have to have like funny clips or what are they called now? Shorts up here on YouTube of things. And man, I don't want to do any of that. I just want to record my video games without too many problems, and hopefully find them entertaining for myself and you guys to watch. But that does mean checking and fixing my audio issues. And viewer, you have no clue how, like, in the past, how awful some of my original videos were. They were terrible. The audio quality was awful. I had audio issues during the game. I would try to make up for it by adding annotations at the time. Annotations were it's not quite accurate, but it'll have to do, a tooltip type of thing that YouTube supported many, many years ago, and it would let you add text at certain locations on the screen in certain colors or fonts to explain what was happening. You could actually use them as links, so someone could click on. So see Ultra right here, and how he's talking. You could make him look like that. You can make them invisible, so someone could click on a certain part of your screen and be taken to like another video. It was kind of cool. Some people made like choose your own adventure videos that would bring you to other videos. But YouTube dropped the support of it several years ago now, like 5 or 6 years ago. And I think they removed them from all the videos that used to have them, which is a shame. But I was using those to try to tell people what was going on. What was going on for the videos I was recording. And oh man. I know I've mentioned this before, but when I started my YouTube channel... Oh, hold on. Dio also arrived at a spot we should go into. I don't think I went in here. How you doing? Is everything going well? Oh, have a drink or two and fill me in on your heroic escapades. Ah, don't worry, I won't spill the beans. We want to learn about what the army's doing and what they're fighting. Where we're going, which, in Dio's case, is that stronghold. Yeah, when I first started this channel of mine, I intended for it to be a strict Let's Play channel, no talking. That was the plan. And, well, as you guys can clearly hear, that is no longer the plan. My earliest, what's my first video I uploaded to YouTube? I think it was Half-Life, if I recall correctly. Half-Life 1 was the very first one of them that I recorded. I should probably try to go there with Leah and then double back. And, man, so when I was first starting out, I never checked my videos' quality. I just assumed everything was working correctly, which is an awful thing to do. Don't do that. Check your videos, or you end up in a situation like I was in just last video. At least I found and fixed it before, well, addressed it before that video got uploaded. But I didn't realize that my editing software, I use something called Virtual Dub, automatically appends videos to each other if it can figure out, like, the next in the series, based on what you've named the original AVIs. And, man, I would just keep appending the videos to each other, and it would be awful, because I'd have, imagine, like, you watch the entire 45 minutes of a video, right? And then suddenly, like, it doesn't end, even though the episode should be over. Instead, you now start the video over again at 2/3 in, and then it ends. And then it starts one more time at 1/3 in, and then it ends. That's what my original videos were like. None of those are on my channel any longer. I deleted those many years ago. I think like 4 or 5 years ago now. All the original videos on my channel from back in 2008 to 2009 have been purged. And hold on. Fordham, it's time for you to enter the stronghold. Hey, Mom! How you doing, Troy? I've been worried about you. Jeez, don't treat me like a kid. I'm grown up and stuff. Really? But I'm still worried. Take this. It's a shield made from a sacred tree. It holds the power of the gods. Your father made it for you. Take good care of it, okay? Make sure to keep it clean and in good working order. Stay healthy, and... Cut it out, Mom! Oh. Hollowed shield. I think this has slightly less defense than most shields, but whoever's wearing it, I think is immune to all status effects. So they can't be slept, paralyzed, ray of paralysis, or weakened. And for a Phonics, that's a very important thing. Alright, Fordham, you're moving out now. Theo, you made it to here. You can go in. Still in fighting shape. On the other side of the Marlin Mountains is Wetness. There are fertile lands and calm, warm breezes from the sea. Southerners can't imagine such splendor. Who would imagine that a single mountain range divides two completely different lands? We've learned that separates more than fertile farmland too, depending upon the mountain range. You can hang out there for just a little bit. Magnus, we can go ahead and rest you just a little bit. Yeah, so, oh my god, viewer. Hey, well, we found something. A pointy hat. Ultra, you can rest. Yeah, it was awful. Absolutely awful. I couldn't stand watching any of them. And when I began getting a little better at checking my videos, I was still using headsets at the time. And oh my god, they were cheap. Very cheap. Extraordinarily cheap headsets. Like 10 bucks. And you could tell. And of course, I began trying to talk during my videos. And a cheap headset is not a good thing to be using if you want people to be able to hear you clearly. I would also still occasionally have audio issues, or there'd be video tearing. So what that means is that the audio and video wouldn't match up. Recently, when I did my recruitment video for Eye of the Beholder, that was one such occurrence of that. And I checked it and noticed the tearing, and I could have sworn that it was tearing at different rates as the video went onward. So at that point, I'm like, there's nothing I really can do unless I spend a few hours fixing this video, and I didn't want to spend 5 hours fixing it. To fix video 4 this morning, it took me about 30 minutes or so to wrestle with my audio editing software to fix the audio issues in that one, or address them, sorry. They're not fixed, they're addressed. That means that I'm not happy with the result, but man, it's the only thing I can do. Unless I decide this simply not to. The other two choices are delete the video altogether, just summarize what happened, and I feel like I really don't want to do that. Or play the game again, back up to where I was. And if I do that, there's no guarantee we get the same results from the combats, what we encounter, the alignments, who kills what. It's just not going to work. So I'll just have to hope that what I uploaded was acceptable. Alright, Leah, go ahead and rest you again. Once again, I like keeping everyone at full stamina. This way, if they do encounter something, well, not full stamina. I don't want them being exhausted. This way, if they do encounter something, they will be able to fight efficiently. Bumba there, for example, his stamina he's a little tired, and that means that he does less damage and takes more damage. Bruno, you also rest there. So I think we'll move around a little bit. Hey, a wild fairy here. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, fairy, but guess what? We don't need another fairy. We really don't. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about this. Oh, the fairy got to go, and the fairy ran. So that's another thing that happens in encounter. This is great. So you guys get to see this. If you do significant damage to the creature before it gets a chance to react, odds are it's running away. And fairies will run away, I think, whenever they get an action. Which means that if you want to kill a fairy, you better be bringing enough damage to kill it with, like, your first 3 attacks. Oh, Leia, let's have you go here. Anyway, that's enough YouTube stuff at the moment. Bruno, I don't think we entered this location. Let's have you go in. Doggy! Prince Jumbo passed on through his way to the west? I really wanted to see him. We share the same birthday. My mother always brags about it. Oh, that's adorable. Okay, so we'll bring you back this way, and we'll start walking back to our headquarters with folks now. Boredom just rests there and recovers a little bit of stamina. Alright, so what was I talking about in the last video when I did the air exploration, since no one will watch it? So I was talking about other real-time strategy games that I had played when I was young, or all the ones I have played. And so I guess the good news is that I babbled a little too much about what I did or didn't like about these games. And I said I'll just mention their names and some key points that I admired about them. So the first one I played was Warcraft. The first Warcraft, Orcs versus Humans. A wild fairy, what should we do? We should kill it. Belduk, you especially, because you could use the alignment down. Our army's not suited though to killing a fairy, so it's gonna get away. We have to hope for incredible damage with our Amazon, and that's not gonna happen. If it was a gremlin, we could have taken it in that army. But fairies, we'll just fight them. Wait, there's something here. An amulet. Warcraft 1, my very first real-time strategy. It will always have a special place to me because of that singular aspect. But I guess we're going to talk a little bit about some of the things I talked about last time after all. But I remember there being quite a substantial amount of balance issues between the two races. Humans had better range attackers because their crossbowmen had greater range, and they attacked very quickly in that game. The AI would stumble over each other trying to reach the enemy. The spellcasters had different spells, and some were much better than others. I think, remember, the orcs could summon demons, and their use of unholy armor was, in particular, what made them unbalanced. It was a spell that reduced all the damage they would take to 0, last for 3 minutes, but cost that unit half its life. Still really unbalanced. But it was a first real-time strategy game. It was my first fantasy war game of that sort that I had played. And it was fun for what it was. I was a big fan of the book in particular. Wait, Magnus, you don't need to be there. Let's keep you in the woods a bit. I remember the book detailed the lore of the two races, and you had to flip it upside down and read it backwards to read the orcs, or humans, depending upon which one you started with. Their history. I thought that was a nice touch. I really liked that aspect of the manual. Warcraft 2 was probably the second real-time strategy game I played. Warcraft 2 had a great soundtrack. Was great. I really liked the music in that game. I used to use it for Quake, because Quake could play music that was on your CD. That wasn't the first track, and so I remember playing it there. It was phenomenal. Loved running around listening to the orc soundtrack in particular. Like Warcraft 1, there were some balance issues with Warcraft 2. Not as many, but the orcs were still more powerful, if I recall correctly, because I've always felt that Bloodlust was simply an amazing spell compared to the Paladin's Heal. I played a game then called Warwind, as I became really curious about other games and what they could introduce to the genre. Sorry, the genre? Oh god, I can't pronounce the name of it. Actually, yeah, I think you said that correctly, Tim. So I picked up a game and played it was called Warwind. And this game had 4 races in it. The races played similarly, but the game tried quite a few unique things. It was the first game that had creeps in it, neutral things that you'd have to worry about fighting, that were not allied with any particular side. When it came to, I really liked the way you hired units in that game. So you didn't build a barracks that had to build footmen or knights, for example. You would have to build a tavern. And from there, you could hire the units that you wanted, but they would hire as peons or as a very specific, unique, like, fast fighting unit for that army. It was almost always melee, if I recall correctly. When you researched upgrades in that game, you had to apply the upgrade to each individual unit that you wanted to have it. In the Warcraft series, or actually most games, I think, which are RTSs, that you played, when you had to research an upgrade, it instantly was applied to all of your units. Like extra damage for your weapons, like like weapon upgrade 1 or armor upgrade 1. In Warwind, that wasn't the case. You had to manually select which individual unit would get this upgrade and bring them back. The upgrades were not the same either. They weren't like weapon upgrade or armor upgrade. It was speed, vision, strength, vitality, and a 5th one that I can't read. Stealth was another one. The game. Oh, speaking of stealth, that game had a really unique stealth mechanic. Enemies, your units could be cloaked, so they might show up on the mini-map to your enemy as a friendly unit. Like they might see them as a green dot. And if they looked at the unit on their screen, they would see it as looking like a random unit of their type. It was kind of a cool idea. They then had units that would be translucent, but you could still see them, and then totally invisible, depending upon the stealth level. Warwind, though, was a very puzzle-oriented game. When it comes to my real-time strategies, I generally prefer the maps where I am screwing off against an enemy army, as opposed to, say, trying to solve a puzzle with a wild fairy. Good luck, Leah. Let's see if we can kill it. Lots of fairies in this area. Nope, your army's not powerful enough to do it. We don't want to talk to it. We want to kill it. Which is not going to happen. It's going to get away. At this point in the game, I don't want a second fairy. A gremlin I'd be willing to take. Not a second fairy. We're encountering fairies because we're not on the roads. So we're getting encounters on the plains, which is fairies, I guess. Says you can stay there. Penelope, let's bring you back home. I think we've been here for 5 days. Yep, so it's time for us to walk out. It's a shame, really. I would like to get more Hawkman kills. Get some more free experience points, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that. Most of the maps in Warwind were puzzle-based. You needed particular units to solve certain problems, or you were going through mazes, and you needed to navigate them correctly. The AI in the game was awful. You couldn't really fight an enemy army, even in versus mode, because the AI was just terrible. The pathing was also bad. So, I mention these negative things because even though I really liked Warwind, I have it. I've played through it again a few months ago. The Aegra's campaign. But, oh man, the game is just not as good as actually, I don't remember it being very good either. But, well, I still like it, even though I think the game could have used some major improvements to some aspects of it. Is that weird to you guys? I generally try to keep in mind when I talk about other games, like, I'll talk about a game and I like it, but I might not be able to recommend it. We're coming up on September very quickly, and when that hits, I play a few Halloween-ish like games for my channel, which I intend to do this year. It's not the Halloween season, September and October, if I'm not playing Occult Chronicles and Consuming Shadows. And Occult Chronicles is a game made by Vic Davis, otherwise known as his organization was Cryptic Comet, and I think he himself was the only member of that group. He was the only one who made the game, someone else designed the music. And I loved his ideas, but some of the games are lots of balance issues with some of them. And others, well, grindy for some of them. Occult Chronicles is a very repetitive, grindy game, and it's also not well balanced. And the main combat loop plays itself effectively. And so, although I play it every year, and I like the game, I don't score it very high on Tim's scoreboard. And I feel like I have to keep my scoring of a game, saying if I think the game is good or not, separate from my own personal liking of the game. Because if you guys run out to buy the game, hearing me talk about it so much, I want to make sure that I add a little disclaimer that, hey, this game has a few problems, like you might not like it. Even though you see me playing it, I can't recommend it. So something like Warwind is such a game where I liked it. I liked the music, I liked the world setting because it wasn't a normal fantasy world. It was these 4 other alien races fighting each other. With a... Oh! Just in case someone picks it up, I guess I shouldn't talk about the actual story. Leia, let's have you go across the mountains. I guess we can hang out here a little longer. Bumba, let's move you here. We'll do one more, so we'll stay here for like 10 days or so. I don't want to spend too much time here. Let's walk Penelope back to Tollbook. Because I am interested in potentially killing another Hawkman if we can get some more experience points. Dio, you'll move here. Belduke, might as well walk in this direction. Okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we won't move anyone past Belduke or Leia. We'll hang around this loop for a little longer in our attempt to actually kill something. There were some other real-time strategy games that were based on armies. Can you remember many others of them? Oh man, what's the game called? I don't remember it now. There's a game where it's based on like real-life different factions is the wrong word, but I'll use it. Factions like the Egyptians, or are they even in the game? Romans, I can't remember now. It's a really well-loved game. It's maybe if I describe how you win in that game. There's different winning objectives. Wiping out the enemy army will do, but there were these, like, I don't know if artifact is a proper term, but they were hidden around the map, and if you got all of them, or most of them, you could win the game that way. Oh, Bumba gets to fight a wild fairy just before he enters our stronghold. He also won't kill it. His army's a little too weak. And too slow. We'll take a free point of experience, I suppose, though. We should be sticking to the roads to have encounters and try to avoid the plains, because the fairies are just going to run. We don't do enough damage to them to take them out. For them. We can have you walk around again. Age of Empires? Is that what it was called? I think that might be what it's called. I played a little bit of that versus my friends some time ago. I remember having a wild... Oh, there's another fairy right here? Leia, you're not going to kill it. We'll take the free experience point. We'll have to get a lucky crit to kill it. And even then, if it gets to go first, it will just run. Yep, not going to kill it. Not enough damage. All this potential alignment down, and we just can't take advantage of it. Okay, well, hold on. You know what? Let me break into a different topic at the moment. What do you guys think of this here? What we're doing right now is area investigation. You guys like this? I think you guys do. So, later on, I will probably desire to spend some amount of time doing this sort of thing, because I'm going to want to fight random encounters and defeat the creatures, or look for specific other creatures to join my army, and it will take some time to do that. I don't mind recording it, but I'm a little worried that some of you might find this... I mean, whoever finds it boring just doesn't have to watch, and I do plan on flagging the video if this is the only thing that's going to be in it. But I am conscious of the fact that if I do grinding, it might feel like grinding. Like in this video, I would try to find some interesting things to talk about. I don't know how I'm doing in that regard here. Hopefully I'm doing an okay job. But if you find this just... if no one likes this, then I can just cut this out, and we can do this... I can do this off screen. Normally, I don't like doing grinding off screen, because I want to show if a game has grinding, but we don't have to do this. We could win the game with the armies and units we have without any of what you see at the moment. We'll do one more send out of you. But the rest, Ultra, I kind of want you to have another encounter. Let's move you over here. And Bruno, I wouldn't mind... You can kill a fairy, absolutely. Let's have you go down there. A Hawkman! Alright, Belduke, this is your chance to get some experience points. We can kill a Hawkman. Assuming he doesn't run. I'm assuming it won't run. Depends on how much damage we do to it. Uh-oh. If he's below half, he might run. He's running. He's not running. Alright, good. Kill it! No! That was a guard! We're not... We might kill it. Darn it! Oh, that was like 11 experience points. Darn it. Come on, fighter. What the heck? You just need to kill something too, and your units level your units level up, Belduke. What the heck? Oh, that sucks. Okay, whatever. It's not your fault. It's the fighter's fault. I'll blame him. Alright, back to real-time strategies. So, StarCraft. I played the first StarCraft. I loved the first StarCraft. As always, I really liked the fighting of the enemy armies on so many different types of maps. I really liked it. I liked being forced to take, like, drop ships to assault enemy different fortifications. I really liked it. I thought the balance in the first StarCraft was spot on. They did a great job at balancing 3 completely different races from each other. I think I played only versus mode against my friends. I did not play very much online using Battle.net there in that game. I've played a little bit of StarCraft 2, and I should like StarCraft 2, but I don't like it as much as the first game. It has a lot of the features that I liked for the first campaign setting. Was it Wings of Freedom? But I thought too many of the encounters, the maps, were puzzle maps. You needed, like, you were fighting not an enemy army, like something unique for that area. And you would have unique features or events that you, like, for example, when you needed to use the giant laser to break apart the Protoss door to one ruin to access it. I just wanted to fight enemy armies in the game in a story-related event and not have such things. Once or twice is okay, but every single map felt that way to me. I don't, except like the very first few, but we didn't have very many units at that point, so I don't know. I like the first StarCraft better than the second StarCraft, and I've not played any of the other races in StarCraft. They were all separate, right? You had to buy them separately. How stupid is that? That's so stupid. I guess it's because they put a huge amount of time into each of the campaigns with the amount of cutscenes and dialogue and what have you, so they felt they needed to break it up into different games to afford their capability of doing that. That's okay, I guess. And we're done with this area. Actually, Belduke, I want you to get another kill. I really want you in particular to get a kill. Because you're close to leveling, you and your units. So, although this is a bit farmy, I'm going to have you make one more attempt to find a Hawkman. While the rest of us are actually going back inside. Does it count? So, I've played many games which are real-time strategy, but I tend to think of army games when I think about them. I never played most of the Doom games that came out. I think the only one I played was Emperor? It came out just about at the change of the century. And I remember that game feeling very spammy. Although I really liked the cutscenes in it because it used real people. Wasn't the actor who played Worf was the leader of the Atreides army there. And of course I picked the Orbos because they were weird. I like weird armies in the games I play. Let's move you back in. The game felt very spammy, and it didn't feel very, how should I describe it? I liked the setting, but the gameplay just didn't grab me in that game. Though I liked a lot of the things they tried with, like units that could hide in sand dunes, the different types of allies you would get, the way you tried to defend against certain, the way the main campaign where you attack different locations and so on. Reminded me of another game I played, Rise of Legends. That was one I really liked. And I don't have that game any longer, unfortunately. But we're also out of time talking about random stuff, so I'll try to talk about that game in the next area investigation. Because we are done with this one. Alright, folks. So, before we end this... Well, actually, we're not ending it. We have a fairy. We should totally get her added to an army. And we want her added to an army that we want to be lawful, because fairies are lawful. So, we're going to add her to Bumba's army. And we'll keep her in this spot. at the risk that she won't be too... Oh, she's level 5. Also, very nice. Part of me wants to do more of that area to try to kill fairies with my armies. And to find a gremlin. But we'll be okay at the moment with what we have. It is important, if you're having alignment issues, to fix them as quick as possible. Because you can end up in a situation where your alignments spiral down the paths you don't want them to take. Fairies are leaned towards lawful, and adding them to an army will eventually slowly shift all this army towards the same alignment. Her alignment will begin to fall towards neutrality more rapidly than these ones will push towards lawful, but it's still helpful. That Janine is also slightly lawful, will assist in this endeavor. We want Bumba becoming more lawful because we want him being a paladin, and to do that we need him lawful. We also will want Janine to remain lawful if we want her to promote her to a siren or a priest later on. Fairies, by the way, and gremlins have no upgraded form. This is what they are. This is what they will remain being. And she's over here, not in this army, because, well, we can't lead this army at the moment with a flying unit. We'll eventually move her over here, but we might want to have another Hawkman, since we want Lerman to be a raven in the future. Anyway, that's it for this. I'm gonna put another cut here, everyone, and when I come back, we'll be ready to go to the Zenobian border. So give me a few seconds. Alright, folks, let's go ahead and head down to the Zenobian border after we read about it really quick. Oh, is that it? Zenobian border, guarded by Fort Krenel. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Not as much lore about this location. Oh, I almost forgot, though. We need to equip that... Well, we don't need to, but we're going to equip the shield that we have onto Troy. Hollowed shield. Wooden shield made from a holy tree of birth that protects the wearer from status change. You won't see that shield equipped on him. Only weapons, to my recollection, are altered, not armor or shields or offhand items. Just a heads up. Alright, let's do it. Scene 5, True Intentions. Here is the plan. Listen carefully. Let's get started. The town of Ethawella in the north will be our headquarters for this operation. Our destination is Fort Krenel, located a day's march south. Our purpose is to siege the fort and recover it from the rebels. There are two routes. One route is to travel due south, or travel west around to attack them on their flanks. Making a beeline will be quicker, but the route lacks strongholds, so the men will have to camp in the open. Oh, I'm not doing his voice. The other one takes longer, but the march will be aided by the strongholds on the way. The enemy has the same challenges, and must split their forces to confront us. According to our reconnaissance, their troops do not look ready to march. We must choose carefully and decide whether an all-out attack is best, or if we should advance slowly. Of course, we will go down both routes. I'd like to avoid conquering the neutral city this time. Just because, I don't want... We've done that the past few times. Let's see if we can avoid taking it. Let me look at this again. could also go straight down the center directly to the fort and avoid those cities. But, as usual, we want to do every single battle, eliminate every single enemy, and liberate every single city on the way. So, we'll do so. That's it for the plan of operations, but the Revolutionary Army is acting strangely. Strangely? What do you mean? I have no idea why, but they're marching south. They're leading a group of peasants and trying not to attract attention. Sounds to me like they're trying to move refugees out into the Zenobian border. They're just heading south? What could be their motive? I don't think they need to be prepared for invasion by forces outside of Palatinus. In any case, we should take precautions. Winning condition, taking over the enemy headquarters at Fort Krenel. Losing condition, invasion of our headquarters, and the death of Magnus. That will be the case once again in like 98%, not 95, 90% of 93% of the missions that we do. That's a good number. All right. Pause, lower the camera a little bit, and what are we facing here? We have Akbar. Level 7 with 3 ninjas, so this will be a group we want to send someone good aligned to deal with. Bumba could probably handle it. Bumba or Dismiss would be good people to hit that group. So, oh, well, the first thing I should always do is dispatch all our forces, or at least up to 10, right? We will eventually, once we get everyone, we'll have more than 10 total squadrons to deploy. And you'll see me bring some back and deploy others in missions, depending upon what we're doing, and what we're fighting, and how much experience points we earn. I generally want one of my squadrons to wipe out another entire enemy squadron, and hope that we gain a level, and have some alignments begin to be managed efficiently by shifting them. Once again, Akbar is neutral. The ninjas are all chaotic. It's a level 5 army. Akbar is level 7. I'll have to go to this screen. Bumba is level 6. Indy is level 4. Jonah's level 5. Janie is level 5. I do think this army, Bumba, you're best suited to dealing with them. So let's have you attack this unit. What is the alignment of the cities up ahead? Chaotic. Very chaotic in Quellen. So if we want to take that, we will... Let's let Bumba actually walk forward just a tiny bit. Okay, that's good. If we want to take that place, we should use Bruno. He's the only, I think, chaotic leader we currently possess. Everyone else is either neutral or leaning chaotic, but he is the best alignment to liberate the city. So he moves south. Over here, neutral. We can probably have Magnus then head in that direction to this stronghold. Let's let a few seconds go by so we... Oh, hello! We have another enemy here on this side of the bridge. Ariel, a Valkyrie with a blue dragon. Magnus, we don't want you doing that. That's a good aligned group. So let's have instead... Where are you, Belduke? Belduke will shift. And then you can go ahead and attack that unit. Magnus, now that Belduke's in the lead, we'll follow you up and hit the stronghold. By the way, nothing stops me from sneaking in area exploration during these missions. Like, visiting locations or spots that you think there might be items. I just tend to focus on the missions during the missions itself, and then explore later, since I want to be walking around looking for random encounters afterwards, not during the missions. I want my squadrons best, ready to combat enemy squads. Not looking for loot during these actual missions, if I can help it. Dio will send you down there. And Leia will send you down here. Penelope can cross the bridge. And Dismas can also head south. Ready to attack. Alright, good luck, Bumba. The enemy is out of position, still. Only the frontline ninja will get 2 attacks on us. So we should win this fight. By the way, what's your battle strategy? We'll go back to attack strongest with you. That is what makes fairies a little awkward when they decide to kiss the soldiers. Oh, they're attack leader. Oh, no, they're not. Okay. It's a bit awkward because, well, they're not attacking again, and they weren't attacked. We'll still win this battle. Bumba gets some more soldier points. 6 more only now. It's going to take longer for him to promote a soldier. And he's running away. Okay. And I don't even see him running, like, towards a stronghold. He's just running. So he's looking to escape the combat. And I don't think we can catch him. So. Breath of Cold. An AoE attack. Little light damage to everything adjacent to its target. It will get a second one of those, I believe, though. I think we're going to kill the leader with this group. Nope, especially not now. Oh no, it only gets one of them. Okay. And I'm imagining she will also just start running away then. Oh, that's interesting. She's going to conquer that stronghold next to her. Bumba, I'm going to rest you. The same thing with Bruno. Stronghold Kara has been captured by the enemy, so this now means we can liberate it. It's a neutral city, so it should be Magnus that moves in there. And Dio. Hold on. What enemy group is this one? Rat! A bunch of chaotic units, so we're going to want a good aligned unit to do that battle. So that will be you, Penelope. We'll move you here first, and you'll rest at that point. What's marching up in this direction? Dietrich. That's an easy battle. Should be an evil aligned unit that does it. Or neutral. Ultra, you're out of position, unfortunately, to get down there and fight it, but we'll see if you can do so. And Fordham, I'll keep you here at the moment. Alright, Leia, you can rest you. Bruno's up. Bumba's up. I want to see what the other enemy army looks like. Dio, we can go ahead and rest you. Magnus, I don't want you accidentally killing these units, so we're just going to do that with you. We're ready to attack. Alright, Bill, do attack from the side this time. The dragon will be up front. Dragons have 2 attacks at the front rank, if I recall correctly. Yeah, they do good damage too. They're getting their 2nd round of attacks. It's enough to almost destroy that soldier's unit altogether. Good crit. Down goes the leader. And because it was Belduke that killed her, that's likely alignment down? Nope. Good. Very good. Magnus, you take this stronghold. Stop! Belduke, what are you doing? Face that way. And rest yourself. Right, dismiss. You moved up. Leia, you're awake. Leia, I'm going to move you down in this direction. While dismiss charges up this way. Oh, right. Oh, Kara has been captured. We can't liberate it, even if the enemy take it. Oh, I did not realize that was the case. Well, it's too late. Mylesia, let's go ahead and have you enter the stronghold. Zenobia to the south and Lotus to the west. When the war begins, Platinus will be awash in chaos. This land will not be safe. On the border of 2 different countries. I guess we can stay here a tiny bit. Dio. I'll move you here. What's the alignment of Leguat? 45, neutral, so you can probably take it. Oh, hello? A cleric group's moving up with a cleric and a wyvern. That's another target for Belduke. So Belduke, I'm going to move you into the stronghold. So you heal a bit. Magnus. No, I don't want you kept running after him. Oh, this is a bit awkward. We'll win the fight, but we'll take a tiny bit of damage during it. Oh! Or a lot of damage taking it. That's a good crit up from the Dollmaster. That means that, yep, we kiss the soldiers now. Might not be too bad if the Dollmaster gets us another attack from that position. I think he gets a 2nd. Yep. Very awkward. Bumba. I really don't want you fighting all these enemies. You know, these soldiers. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Belduke's gonna be resting. Might lose the soldier squad here. Okay, kissing them is an okay action to do, since it gives them a little more defense, but the dragon will still kill a unit. Yeah, it's not a good target for that. It does throw him, yep, throw him out, which is good. And Dismiss can target him. Bumba. Yeah, I want you defeating that unit in there. Let's see if you can do it with what's left in your squad. Dio. we'll have you stay here. Penelope, you're going to move into the stronghold. Enemy's been shifted. It's a bit stronger now, since they have 2 frontline fighters this time. I guess we'll stay with attack strongest, but we're going to lose all those soldiers. Did win. You're badly hurt, though, so you're going to need to rest here for a bit, Bumba. I could shift the ferry to the back rank. Bumba, I'm just going to have you look in this direction. We see another enemy squadron down below. Alright, Penelope... No, that... Miss Belduke, how is your army holding up? Ooh. Right. Well, I mean, it's gonna have to. It'll have to be acceptable. Hey, a liberally quelling. Good job, Bruno. So let's see what's in this town. Beyond this border is Zenobia. Since the war with Zentegnia, Zenobia has changed. They've entered a new era. Zenobia is our neighbor, but revolution is still a foreign concept to us. Well, not anymore. Well, I mean, it still is, I suppose. But it's not about to be. About to be something everyone gets used to. Bumba, I'm going to have you enter the stronghold and try to hold it. Bruno can move out here. Hey, what do we have here? Oh, Leah found some plate armor. Keep marching down in that direction. Ultra, you need to rest just a tad. Dismiss, we're going to move you against this unit. Bumba. So, this enemy unit is moving towards you. I think we should use some heal leaves here. We may not need them, but they're only 10 goth each. And I'd rather use them and not need them than need them and spent money watching people die. Since the fairy is likely just to throw kisses at our soldiers, which is adorable, I don't want her doing that. We'll put her in the back rank so she shoots instead. And Bumba, let's have you intercept him. Ooh, good. Critical. Pounding into you, Bumba. You won't kill any of them this round. Ooh, good block. Good block, Bumba. We'll try to wrap up that squadron. With you. Dismiss. I'm going to use a power fruit on you. This way there's no chance of you becoming exhausted before you engage in that battle. It's like this guy's moving down to here to escape. And there's Debonair. This is a strong group to fight. Thankfully, if we have attack leader, we can try killing him. But this will be the first battle that we're doing in a mission where we could realistically lose troops. Debonair is very strong. I remember him being the first really difficult boss for us to defeat. Alright, Leia, let's have you rest here. Miss Belduke, let's have you fight the cleric. Bubba, it's your chance to finally wipe out this entire squad with one round of attacks. And I think we should end up doing it. Just in time, too. Alignment up for everyone. Oh, we didn't level anyone, though. That's interesting. I thought for sure someone would gain a level, given all the experience points there. Wait, there's something here. Claymore. Alright, Bumba, you're going to hold this stronghold now. We defeated them. Alright, dismiss. Attack from the side. I forget what's even in this group. A dragon. They're a bit weakened. Good, critical, right on that leader. Alright, leaderless army. Be a bit easier now to deal with it. We might kill this dragon. No, we won't, unless we crit here. Alignment up is very nice on a griffin. We'll need it to have a higher alignment if we want it to be promoted. And dismiss, you keep chasing that guy. What's the alignment of this city? Ellie. Neutral. Okay. Ultra, you're gonna head down here, I guess, to take that city. Leia, let's break camp with you and try to get you in the way. Bruno, so there's a dragon tamer here. Oh, 2 gremlins. That's a battle better suited with a different... I don't want to gain positive alignment with Bruno. So we shouldn't use him for that battle. It'll have to be Leia that takes it out. That's super awkward, because this army is better suited for Bruno to fight, given the fairy that's in it. Well, we'll just have to make do. Poor little simple soldier. Holy crap! 2 crits right in a row. She undid one of them, but we'll still pummel her. What's your battle strategy, by the way? Attack leader. Let's make it attack weakest for you. Which shouldn't actually alter this. Oh, well, or apparently it will alter the battle. It shouldn't have. Come on! Alright, so now the clear's going to move into that city that has the group of mages in it. So, that's really awkward. Dio, let's have you take the city. Penelope. No, not you. Belduke. You'll try defeating what's left of that squad. What's in this squad, by the way? The dragon, right? The dragon. Alright, Bumba has returned back to his location. So, Magnus, you'll move south here as well. And then Penelope, move down as well. Alright, Dismiss, you should hopefully kill this last unit. Hopefully it won't crit our Beastmaster before we get a chance to kill it. Excellent work, team. Ah, Bumba, you leveled. That's right, dismiss, you leveled. Okay, let's move you into the stronghold. And I guess Fordham, we're not going to see combat with you this turn. There is a shop in that city, but we can visit it next when we do the area investigation. Oh, attacking this group from behind. Interesting. I would have thought we would do that. Looks like we might defeat one of these mages if we attack the same target next round. All the mages are now done with shooting. They won't get to shoot anything else. No. Why would we attack the weakest, Dio? That's only what your strategy is. Why would we do that with you? Come on, Dio. Stupid. I don't really want to fight this group with Dio, but we're going to walk into that army no matter what I do. I would rather have Penelope have done that. I'm sorry, Belduke do it, but it's too late. And the Wyvern is likely to be neutral. Okay, I think we won the combat. See when we get out of this. We did. Dio, what's your alignment? You can take that city. Actually, I don't want him to take it. I need to move Magnus down more. Won't kill it. Well, it's going to get a chance to attack us first. Right, but now we should kill it. Oh, it's going to attack again. Good job, guys. And that will be all for you, Miss Belduke. So we'll move you to this stronghold, and you'll keep it. Dio. So if I just keep Dio here, this enemy will stay where he is because he wants to go into the stronghold but sees us here. So he's waiting to see what we do, which is perfect because then he won't do anything. Oh, Dio accidentally walked into the city. Okay, so this is really stupidly awkward. Let's move you down then, Dio. You have to stop that mage from getting away. If that means you have to kill it, so be it. But I don't want him okay. Alright, Leah, you can rest there. You can pause the game. Good. He's marching towards this stronghold instead of this one. I thought this city was neutral. It is, but Dio, apparently, his alignment is not neutral enough to take and hold it. Penelope, you should defeat this squad. Magnus can wipe out the dragon, or the worm in that enemy squad. You can heal. Ultra found a sword. Ultra needs to rest. Bruno, let's move you here. Gumba can shift. She's looking in. We did take this place with Dio, so Dio will walk into it to see what lore we get. Are you going to fight the revolution? Do you have to? Yes, we have to. That's how armies put down revolutions. They're paid by the current crown, as it were, man. They didn't involve us in the war. They don't seem like the bad guys. Can we just leave them be? What are you talking about? This isn't the So he's talking about the Zenobians who are with who are in the Revolutionary Army. We know Debonair is one of them, for example. And they're from Zenobia, the place that's to the south of us, which is where I think the first game took place. Okay, Leia, I'm going to move you here. Penelope gets a chance to earn some alignment up here. It does so immediately. That should be all the attacks they'll be doing to us. With the exception, yep, of the Berserker. Good crit! You guys have an equal amount of experience too, because you earn 4. Generally, if you kill an evenly leveled unit, you gain 14 experience points for doing so. So Leia, I think you're going to have to go into this stronghold to kick the people out of it, so that Bruno and Ultra can defeat them. Actually, that's not accurate. We don't want Bruno and Ultra to do those battles. Bruno needs to kill the Doll Master. And Ultra needs to do that. One of them needs to do so. I guess we should get some more experience with you, Ultra. Mamba, you and Dismiss did really well. We don't need you, I think, for anything else. I think we can kill this worm in this conflict. Although we can't miss too many more times. Huh? What's this? Kite shield. Magnus, let's move you back to Stronghold so you can heal a tiny bit, but we will want you moving south. Dismiss, you are exhausted. That was quite a battle with you, but you did wipe out the enemy squad. Penelope, get some more alignment up. Kill more mages. And the Berserker will drop as well. Luckily, she's also earning soldier points. So I don't think we're going to see a promotion here, though. Not in this mission. Leaders down. Yep, that battle happens immediately again. So we're right up against the mission's board edge, effectively. The enemy will not shift units around in their formations, to my recollection, either. Whatever you see them in is what they remain in. Good job, Penelope. We earn an armament for that. So we're getting night gear here. We'll send you back home as well. We need to wake up Bruno, or I don't think he'd end up being like ping-ponged into by an army, but we want to make sure that doesn't happen. Ooh, blessing herself. That's really actually good for them, because she can be a decent tank by dodging attacks. but she didn't thankfully dodge any. Oh, hey! We did earn another Amazon. Good job, Leah. I wasn't expecting that. And her position is such that that's a great spot for the Amazon to be. Okay, we kicked him to the south. That's super awkward. Bruno, we need to get you over the mountains so that we can intercept him, if possible. And Ultra will hand you down here to chase him if we can. Leia will send this group down there too. Ooh, they're going first. This is awkward. Okay, that was an acceptable round. 16 damage with this. So he'll get a second one of those back there too. Oh! Oh! We lost! We lost this battle. Yeah, that crit is all it took to send us back there. Oh no. Leia, you're gonna fight him, so can we quick gate you back home? Or we would have lost Leia and her entire army to Debonair. So we have to do that. Fordham. Let's have you move up. One crit. One crit was all it took. To potentially lose an entire squadron. So this means we need someone to kick out. I hate having to kill gremlins with one of these units. Bumba, how's your army holding up now? We can probably exchange units. There is no soldiers in this enemy army. I guess we can move Lerman here. Bumba, you're also tired, so you need to rest. Oh, okay, and now these armies are both fleeing. That sucks. So we failed to kill them, and now that entire army will just run off the battlefield. And it looks like the other is as well. Oh, nope. Yep, they both are. Okay. Bruno, we really need you to kill this. And Ultra, we failed to do anything that I wanted to do here. Over there, we're still resting. One over there's a little wounded. We'll get one chance to wipe out that squad with the ferry. Good job, Ultra. Let's send you in here. Why is the Southern Division here? Are you going to flee? Go south if you're willing to lose your kingdom. Yeah, Zenobia won't like the Southern Division going into their southern border. That's a good way to start a war with another country. Well, we have one round of this. I don't think we're going to be able to kill the leader, even though we have Gina here. We'd have to kill the enemy leader to keep this army around. What are you doing? Attack weakest. We need to kill the ferry. At the very least, I want to kill that ferry. That's awful. So we're oh, Gina. It was the ferry we wanted, not the soldiers. That guarantees... Oh, it does not. Okay, good. Bruno, we need you to intercept that guy. Yep. Keep him away from that. We don't want him vanishing too, because he will totally do that. Please get him! Get him! Nope, it's not... Okay. We can do this round without bumping into Debonair. And I think we'll kill the fairy at the very least, and possibly the leader as well. I cannot stress how important it is that we get all the experience points, unless we want to spend months. Good kill there, Bruno. Alignment down as well, perfect. And we get a fighter! Holy crap! South, and then this way, and I don't think you're close enough to trigger the battle against Debonair. Magnus, your army is now healed. Let's move you south, and look at this stronghold. 69 has to be a positive alignment. That would be Penelope that can probably do that. We're going to want someone at the bridge to stop them from fleeing if possible. Stop! Bruno, what on earth are you doing? He doesn't want to walk in the barrens, is what he's doing there. Check it out. Another armament. Bruno, let's have you also rest. The AI will ignore an enemy in a city when calculating a path. If it's like, it'll just walk right into it in an attempt to reach the unit on the other side, which is really awkward when that enemy is powerful enough to give us a real amount of trouble. Alright, Bruno, so what we have to do here is very tiny movements so that he gets guided over in that direction. Alright, perfect. And now you can probably attack this unit. Oh, crap. Magnus accidentally walked into the back of that guy. It's kind of a tricky battle with the golem here. Magnus looks like he has a decent amount of defense, though. That golem won't do too much damage to him either. They're going to run away. Penelope, you need to take the stronghold. Magnus, you might as well just rest here. Good. And we've wiped out all the rest of the squads. Dio, you just stay there. Bruno defeats this, and we'll be able to use them to help us defeat Debonair. Oh, wait, alignment ups. Oh, because the fighter spawned with the neutral alignment, so now their army shifts slightly. Now who's going down next? He stares right at Debonair, who's staring right back at him. That's pretty cool. Alright, so... Man, the Debonair fight's gonna be tough. Let's deal with that other enemy army first. Stop. Magnus, break camp. We can fight these guys and defeat them, I think. He's trying to get back to the main stronghold and leave the battlefield altogether. We don't want that to happen. Oh, Dio. You just got ping-ponged. Awkward positioning. Very awkward positioning. We won't kill it with this round, but that's not a bad thing, since we could use the soldier points. I don't think we'll kill it this round. Oh! We just barely did. Dio gets 2 attacks from the 2nd rank. I did not realize that. That offers up some tactical flexibility for his squad. Magnus, let's move back to the stronghold. Alright, so we only have Debonair left to defeat. Let's have Dio rest. And what do our armies consist of? Ooh, man, I don't like seeing 80 hit point units against what I know is coming up here. He hits for like, I remember him hitting for like 28 or 30 damage, depending upon the unit that's fighting. Oh, I don't like any of our units, but we have to do this battle. We have to. Stop. Although we should do it in a row with different units. Like, I'm sorry, we should line up a bunch of, a conga line of squads to hit him all at once. Magnus, how are your forces? I don't like this at all. We'll try this, though. Alright, Magnus, and you'll lead the effort into the stronghold. You know what? I'm going to put a save here. Because if I lose Magnus, I'm going to want to not have to do this all from scratch again. No, no, that won't work that way, Tim. You should not do it that way because the game's a roguelike once you're in this. That's part of the risk. Ultra. Got an attack. Fordham. Got an attack. Bruno. Do the same. Here we go. You. I saw you at the mine. Are you the commander? I don't want to fight you. Perhaps you can withdraw your troops. You expect me to withdraw my troops with the enemy right in front of my face? I won't allow this kingdom to be overridden by foreigners like you. I think you need to calm yourself a bit. But you won't listen to me, would you? Alright, I will accept your challenge. Oh man! Oh god! I don't remember this being a very easy battle at all. We're attack leader. Yeah, he does a lot of damage. We'll weaken him a tad, but just barely, it looks like. Oh, Magnus, you didn't even hurt him. Well, that was not good. You got the snot kicked out of you and did very little in return, Magnus, and lost most of that soldier squad you had. Unit you had. You get flung away, and now we need to move you back to this stronghold. And possibly back up, way up north to replenish your soldiers. Oh, Dio's in the center. We may lose him here. And you guys are attack weakest, so you're going to ignore the leader here. So we're doing this kind of like an attrition... Oh, an attrition battle. Oh, man. Oh, good crit. That lowers his damage by forcing him back a space. And Dio has to run back to heal as well. If we can kill one of them and all my units are... Like, we don't lose a unit in return, that's acceptable. We'll just have to wait a bit and then hit the stronghold again with my recovered forces. Now, Bruno, I'm a little worried about your fighter in the front line. I think he dies here. Unless Debonair goes after Gina. I think we're losing that fighter we just promoted. But we have to do this anyway. Yep, he's dead. Remember, everyone, that I am not retreating. I will never retreat in an effort to make this a more difficult game. We're going to move you way back up here, which is where there's a witch den, and see if we can resurrect him there. Ultra's turn. Ultra, what's your battle strategy? Attack weakest, that's acceptable. We'll kill that other knight, which is fantastic. That lowers the amount of damage they'll be able to do. Oh! 52 damage! Crit from Debonair. Oh. Now we could just wait and let our unit go all the way back up to resurrect that one dude. But I'm not going to do that either. We're going to just roll the dice and see what happens to that guy at the end of the battle. If he's gone forever, he's gone forever. We just earned him anyway in this battle, if I recall correctly, or I think we did. So it's a shame, but no. War's tough. Fordham. Let's see how well your group does. You have Troy in the center. We might kill him here. No, we won't. We can't do 40 damage to him. He's... Oh! What? Nope. Oh! Fordham leveled up. Still not enough to defeat him. We do have one more army walking up, though, to do so. I think it's Penelope? Yep, Penelope's next. Oh, Bruno? I don't want you accidentally walking into him as you charge that road. So let's do this with you. Fordham, I want you moving back here. Actually, Fordham, you can probably defeat him if you fight him again. Ultra can too. At the risk of taking a crit. Penelope, good luck. Congratulations. We got a champion statuette. I think that increases the unit's level by 1 when used. 7 soldiers, which I don't think covers what we lost here. 1,700 Goth makes up for all of that training I did, though. I didn't see a zombie notification, so I think our unit is either gone forever, the fighter that died, or he's still dead, and we can resurrect him in this area. We come back here to do area investigation. You are indeed strong. I am definitely no match for you. If I'm alone. Debonair, we're ready to retreat. Well, our job is done. If you'll excuse us, we must depart. Where do you think you're going? This isn't settled yet. Magnus, what are you talking about? They're another country altogether. We're not at war with Zenobia, and we don't want to be. Settle, you say? That means nothing. Even though people want to change this kingdom, not all of them are capable of fighting. Fortunately, my kingdom is willing to accept refugees. Yep. Zebonia is accepting all these refugees fleeing from this area since war is starting. Do you understand? Our goal was to delay you and move the refugees to Zenobia. We succeeded. Now there's no reason to fight. Well, see you later. What? I won't let you escape. Magus, you need to calm the F down. Are you looking for us? What are your intentions? What are you planning to do to this kingdom? Is that all you're concerned about? Is that what you, who defended the rebels and defied your superior, believe? Tell me your intentions. Will you forsake those who are discriminated and branded as lower class? We couldn't bear to see you, the people of this kingdom, suffer. For the past few months, we have been watching your kingdom. Everyone is fighting with everyone, and Lotus is pulling the strings. Is that why? You're instigating war with Lotus, aren't you? Oh, Magus thinks that they're using this as a proxy war. Or they want Lotus to step in, and then Zenobia steps in and they fight each other or something of that sort. Now I see your motives. You're a threat to this kingdom. This world is on the verge of insanity. Your strength, your charisma draws people towards you. They all look to you for help. This kingdom still has hope, but even that fades away in front of you. Revolution, huh? What's to become of the army once the revolution succeeds? You're going to send the soldiers against Lotus. Isn't that right? Wow, Magnus really views Destiny here as being evil. We haven't seen anything that suggests that's the case at this moment. I won't let you. Enough! What did you see at Fulmus Mine? Did you think it was right for people to be slaughtered like animals? Well, Destin seems to have forgotten that they captured the prince and his entourage and threatened to kill them, and probably killed at least some of the troops that were defending them as they were going about the kingdom. And they said they wanted to kill them, and we've heard the people down here want to kill the nobles and aristocrats too. So, I mean, I'm just saying, Destin, it's not as innocent as you would like it to be either. Damn it, calm yourself. That's a good statement. I know Something has to be done. But the way you spread war for the lower class throughout Palatinus is wrong. Life is precious by nature, regardless of race or social class. But this kingdom weighs people's lives too lightly. Do you not think it is wrong? Our goal is to right this wrong. We have no intention of making the kingdom just for the lower class. Many have joined us in the name of revolution. Although they all share the desire for change, some tend to act excessively, and we have difficulty keeping things under control. Okay, this is what I was hinting at. Yes, yep. Just because one person in the army says we're going to kill all the nobles and the aristocrats, doesn't mean everyone in the army does. But, oh man, when you're speaking wearing someone's colors, you're representing them, so that's going to color people's opinions of your movement, or your army in this case. I see that you are also troubled. Is it the lack of your ability to deal with the situation? Or is it the disparity between reality and your ideals? I know it is difficult, but you must find your own way. Do not be swayed by what is around you. There is no wrong path that you can take. You must believe in yourself and move onward. A hint to us, the player, that we can make choices that seem wrong, and things will play out very differently, but they still might be good for the kingdom, despite what we do. Oh, here you are. Are you Magnus? I have a message from General Gadeslas. I have a message from General God. From the General? Yes. You are requested to return to Akka Castle immediately. Return to the castle? Wonder what this is about. I don't know the details, but I heard that's where they're planning the next operation. That is the message. Now, if you excuse me, I must get back to my duty. Well, we won't do that right away. We'll be doing lots of other things first, and this is our next objective. Go back to Alba. Alright, everyone, but we're done with this episode. So, let's quickly check together what happened to that guy who died. It's our very first non-soldier unit that perished. Is he still in the army? He is! Okay, he's just grayed out, so he has been defeated. If we want to resurrect Ivan, we could either use a Altar of Resurrection. From here, we could have used it in the actual screen. Does this army have an altar? This army actually had an altar, so we could have resurrected him using it. But we could also resurrect him at the witch hut. And so that will be some amount of money, but altars of resurrection are not so cheap to acquire, and I'd rather save an altar to resurrect someone higher level. Altars are something I will consider using when we reach like level 10 or so, or higher, maybe like level 12, with some of our units, as opposed to a level 4 fighter. Sorry, but he's just not worth it. I'd rather just put a new fighter in here. There was a chance, I think, at the end of that episode, that our fighter could have risen from the dead as a zombie, and we would have had our first undead. But it didn't happen, so we'll see what happens in the future with that regard. I'm going to quickly check now to see if there's any type of lore that we might have missed at this point, but I don't think there is. And we're done playing the game, everyone, so if you don't care about lore, thank you guys for watching what you did as I wave to the screen and no one can see me wave, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next one. Otherwise, hang around. Let's check this lore together. So let's look at events. Nope. I want events. Actually, we do want events. Do we have our birthday yet? We do not. Miscellany. Any new things here? I think we get new things added as the chapters elapse, and we don't want to have anything else here. And people? I don't think... We have no new people visible, and I don't think we have any new information about them either. Alright then, so that will end the episode. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you in the next one, and I did ask, I think, in this video earlier, when we did the area investigation, let me know what you guys think of it. I can also break the area investigation, like the organization and the area investigation videos, into its own video and do the actual mission in a different one. My intention at this moment is to do a mission per video. This might mean that some of the later episodes are like 4 hours long or longer, depending upon the amount of work that I have to do before we go to the mission. So the later missions also take a long time to do. I feel like there should be a limit to the length of time that a video of mine should take as well. So at the moment I'm not doing it because these videos are about 2.5 hours long, which is about what my Alor Genesis New Horizons videos were. But if this seems like it is too long and you guys would also want it to be shorter, also let me know. And I can break the video into parts where we keep the actual mission separate from the prep before it. Alright, that's enough babbling from me, so thank you guys for listening, and I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.